It's rush hour. We're in the town of Alba Iulia, and that is the spire of the memorial church Citadel. Have to climb the stairs to get up there. Alba Iulia is a town in between Timișoara and Sibiu, and I thought I would, while exploring this town, make a little video and just show you how much things cost in Romania. So this building I just showed a moment ago that I'm walking right next to is a hotel, and it is €30 per night, and it's got great reviews. But it's a little far from the actual city center itself, so I haven't booked anything, but I think I'm going to walk down towards the city and just kind of get a feel, a little lay of the land type thing. And then if I want to be back closer, this is like just minutes from the train station. If I want to be back closer this way, then it shouldn't be more than a 15 or 20 minute walk to come back. Or if I want to stay down towards the city center where the restaurants and shopping and things like that is, then I have some options down there that I found on booking.com as well. And it's only about 3:30 in the afternoon, so plenty of time this afternoon to figure out the plans for the evening. But just off the train, and we'll explore the town here a little bit. I looked at the population earlier and I can't remember what I read. Something like 60 or 70,000 seems to be correct, but I will double check and clarify that later as I record here. But nice little pathway along one of the main roads there off to the side. And this will spur us down into the city. So we will check out the sights and check out the prices. Alba Iulia. A-L-B-A. And then a space. I-U-L-I-A. Like Julia, but Iulia. Some nice vehicles. And quite a few Audis. Makes me think I'm in Ingolstadt, Germany. A little warmer up here than earlier in the day. No speed limits in this town. All right, coming back. I think we have arrived into the actual city center of Alba Iulia. It is a lot of construction behind me on the main road to get in here. But with that construction, I found my first haircut in over 3 months. As we get a look at this guy. So since this is a video about the cost of things, that beautiful haircut right there was 30 lei, which is a little bit over $6, €6. And I tried to give her 10 lei for a gratuity, and she would not take it. She did not speak any English, so we kind of just had to communicate with, I make the noise of a clipper and then said uno, and she understood that was a number one, and then kind of made a motion of scissors, and she took the scissors to the top of me, and that was my haircut. Not bad. My most affordable haircut ever was in Albania, And Doris, a couple years ago, that one was only 300 lek, which was about €3 at the time. That's the Hotel Transylvania. I looked at this place. It's about €50 tonight. The Mercure, I'm not sure of that price, but there's one more down here I'm going to go check out. That's probably, I don't know, another 5-minute walk, and it had like a 4.9 out of 5 on the reviews, and I think it has breakfast tomorrow. The highlight of this city here in Romania, Alba Iulia, is the Citadel fortress, which sits high above the city. I walked down below it. I did not go up initially, but I will plan to get up that direction before this visit concludes. So just a little buzz through that little pedestrian zone there, and we'll come back with more. Maybe we dine at the Centro Roastery Coffee House. Oh, they're closed. They close at 3. That must be only coffee, breakfast and lunch. We might have some rain clouds moving in behind the city here. All right, well, stay tuned for that. All right, so I chose a hotel that's a bit closer to the city center area, so I'll give you a little room tour. Got a double bed, or a queen size bed with a couple of lamps. The windows are above the bed, so I guess if you wanted to look up at the stars or have the sun come in. Air conditioning on the wall, that's pretty nice. Yeah, it looks like to be a place where you can hang clothes if you needed to do so. A small television, a couple of chairs if you wanted to sit around the table. And then you got a nice step-in shower and a pretty long bathroom and toilet in here. All told, this was about $35 for one night. And I think there's 3 or 4 rooms on this floor. And then to exit, you go back down the wooden stairs. All right, let's go out and explore the city. Look up that hill, that's towards the Citadel, and this is the first gate entrance to the fortress. See the sculptures up above, all dating back to the mid-1700s. So kind of waited till the evening got here. Looking back towards it there. So temperatures would be a little bit cooler, and the sun would be maybe a little bit softer upon the bricks and monuments, so it wouldn't be so bright. All I know is this is a huge attraction here, and I don't know much of the history to it other than, like I said, it was built back in the mid-18th century. I think I read it was part of the Habsburg rule. But maybe as I come up here, I might learn a little bit more information. No cost to get in here, so this is a free one. I did stop and get like a Gatorade type beverage. Magnesium and B6. Lemon orange flavor. About €1.25. All right, we will explore around the Citadel Fortress in Alba Iulia. Stay tuned. So coming up to the first gate, the first point of interest is this obelisk, which is a monument to a crew that kind of revolted in 1784 against the powers to be because of poor working conditions and things like that in the Transylvanian region. So that monument is dedicated to them. That is the second gate. There are 6 gates in total up here on the Citadel, and this gives you a wide look at everything that's up here. Now the key, the legend, is over there. This is where we are. So we just came up. This is the pathway we walked up. Gate 1, gate 2. This is the monument I just showed. And then there's all this right here to come and explore. I think there's like 3 or maybe 4 churches. Let's see the legend here. All the gates. Orthodox Cathedral, Roman Catholic Cathedral. And, important enough, skate park. I think this is going to be pretty impressive. A little bit of a garden area down there. I think this is going to remind me of something I was similar on was in Copenhagen at Castelet, which was the big star fortress several years ago when cousin Jake and I were there in March, and it felt like the middle of December. Actually, that day wasn't too bad. I think we might have been temperatures maybe 40 degrees. There was a little bit of snow on the ground. The canals were frozen. What was really cold was about 10 days later when we got back to Stockholm, because the wind was coming off the water in the archipelago there, and it was just, I can't remember being that cold for so long. You just could not get warm on that day. Sorry to be walking into the sunshine here. I think there's a museum up this direction, maybe. I don't know, I'm just going to kind of walk around and showcase. I'm not going to pretend to be an expert on any of this, but I'm just going to appreciate the historical areas, and the fact that this has been standing for about 300 years is super impressive to me. The Roman road. See these remains right here. I see a cathedral or two ahead. Maybe a beer tent. Wouldn't that be wonderful? All right, we'll continue on. That is the Principia Museum. I'm not sure what Principia means. If I find out, I'll comment. I had to duck out of the sun there a little bit so it wasn't so glaring. Walk back down this way. I think there's a palace. One could have an iced cream if they wish. It is 6 lei for 1 scoop, so that's about $1.25, $1.35. There we go. Take a look at, like, since we're doing prices. Now keep in mind this is up on the Citadel, so maybe a little more expensive than other places. Some various coffees. So about every 5 is equal to €1 and $1. So an espresso 8, so you're looking at about $1.60. Americano the same. Cappuccino about $2. A equivalent of about a 17-ounce cola, a little bit less than $2. Draft beers, $2. Heineken, a little bit more than $2. And then bottled beers, about the same there. Some Chuk, and Chuk is a local one. Birra Moretti is Italian. Heineken is Amsterdam. And if you wanted to get a hot dog, less than $2. Oreo ice cream and Milka ice cream bars. I'm not hating that idea. Wow, this is just really just so large up here. It's like one of the cathedrals here. And you can go straight, you can go left. Like statues and monuments kind of line the path down that direction. Transylvania's Princely Palace. Princely Palace. So that's what we're looking at there. What church is that? So just a short direction that way is the National Union Museum. Apport Palace is a little bit further down. That's probably at the end of that walkway. Got some more restaurants. A lot of folks out riding around enjoying the afternoon. This is the St. Michael Cathedral. Got pretty good time there to let you enjoy the bells as it is 6 p.m. 1800 hours. We got one more menu here we'll take a look at. Get some draft beer here. Ursus. This is a local beer. Ursus. Kozel is a Czech beer, but I think it's brewed in Romania here. So a beef burger with Pepsi. 35 lei. About $7, maybe a little bit more. Kartoffel, those are French fries or chips. So that grill might be a little bit more expensive than the last one we looked at, but if you take a broad picture of it, everything is pretty close in prices. One of the nice things about Romania is if you go into a grocery store, like this might have cost me, like I said, maybe a $1.25, €1.30, whatnot. If I would go into like a Quick Mart, you know, a little shopette, it would be more expensive, but not like $2 or $3 expensive. Usually just about 10 or 15% more. So it's not a rip-off anywhere. All right, we'll continue on. This is going to be a long one. This is Reunification Cathedral. Right there. Reunification. That's the front side of St. Michael's that we just had before. Now that is something I've noticed in Romania a couple of times where they broadcast the service outside the cathedrals. And there are people that will sit outside and listen rather than go in and join the service in person. And I don't know the significance behind that. I'd be curious to learn why some people choose to sit outside and listen rather than go in and be physically present in the cathedral itself. You see, you're starting to get up into some mountains. Back on that side, there are two mountain ranges that kind of run through this region. I believe there's two rivers that run through here as well. I might have to double check that fact. Could you tell I was trying to read a little Wikipedia on the train ride in? Might be able to find a postcard there. I know somebody, a loyal viewer, that would enjoy a postcard from here. My man was listening to a little Sinatra there. Everywhere you go, people are the same. Sinatra transcends countries and continents. Alright, that's the view we did not get of St. Michael's before. I mentioned in an earlier video about how many planes go over in this region in Romania, going from Western Europe to the Middle East and Asia. There's quite a few trails right there. And quite a few folks out tonight. There's my Sinatra fan right there. Good for him. Alright, more to come from the Citadel. Alright, we've been that way. More to come from the Citadel and Alba Iulia. Man, this is impressive. Isn't this impressive? This is impressive. Continuing on with our food price tour here in Romania. A salad, remember, every 5 is equal to about $1 or €1. So a Caesar salad, a little bit less than $6. Different pizzas, this would be like the equivalent of an American large pizza. Diavola is like different kinds of meat, like pepperoni, like ham is on there. A couple different things. That's about $6. Caesar pizza, this looks like a big meat pizza. Carnivora, vegetarian pizza, about $6. So many different options there. Margarita, which is basically a cheese pizza, about $5. Spaghetti bolognese, this is $25. It's missing out here, but I saw it inside. Penne, cheese penne, $31, so about $6. And then down there you can get a wrap. Tortilla, Caesar wrap, ham and salami type wrap. And those are in the neighborhood of about $4. So if you were hungry and you had about 10 euros, you could get an entire pizza and a Coke and still have a little bit of money left. Not too bad. Back there is the Citadel. I'm walking on a pedestrian only zone down here, which I wasn't aware that the street ran. I'm gonna make sure I don't get run over by bicyclists. There's a lot of people out and about here in the middle of the week. And it's about 6:30 p.m. Reminds you almost of if you've ever traveled to Italy, what they call the passeggiata, where everybody comes out in the evening time and basically just walks up and down the central area. Here you got bike riders and scooters and skateboards, and a lot of the older folks just sit on the park bench and catch up with their friends and neighbors. It's really kind of a neat community feeling. And that's not just Romania specific, but a lot of places. But it reminds me of being in a couple places in Italy where you could be out on the streets in the daytime and nobody was out there, and then you come out in the evening and the whole town comes out. Some of these paintings on the apartment buildings. I'm back walking in the bike lane again. So this looks like it's a major shopping district through here. There is a mall in town as well, but I don't think it's very close to this area where I'm at right now. What you see here, you got shoe stores, more ice cream and popcorn. Popcorn 6 lei, a little bit north of €1, north of $1. This looks like a happening little zone here. Get a beer, Coca-Cola. This isn't even the weekend. Imagine what it's like on a Friday or Saturday down here. One thing I've noticed in Romania, like I've had dinner sometimes 4:30, 5:30 in the afternoon, and as I'm leaving at 6:30, 7, whatever time I'm done, that's usually when the crowd is just rolling in. Most of these places will stay open until 11 o'clock, some even longer than that. A little outdoor pizza type shop there, the Maestro. So you can maybe get a pizza by the slice. I had that for lunch. I got it at a grocery store. It was 5 lei, or 5.5 lei, I believe. So again, 5 lei is €1, almost $1. There is another church up ahead. I'm not sure if you can see it on the screen, but I thought I would walk up there and just check that out. And that'll be the end of this pedestrian zone as well. So this video is already going to be long. I'm going to pause here until I get up there towards that triple domed cathedral. Coming back from Romania. All right, back down to the Citadel. Gonna stop here, have a cold beverage, and then walk back a little bit closer to the hotel, maybe find a little bit of dinner. About 7 p.m., about 70 degrees. 9 lei for the beer. Right about $2, a little bit less.